That was not the start we wanted.
No, it's extremely disappointing, especially to finish off that way. But once again, Wales took their opportunities, and we just have to work our way through next week now.
How hard is it to swallow that they got the better of us again?
It's extremely disappointing. We had worked really hard to try and turn it around, but they're well coordinated. They've had a bit more time together than we have, but they kept the ball well for long periods of time, made us defend for long periods of time, and then just got that score at the end.
We were very lucky, I suppose, by half-time to be leading, because Wales really dominated large spells of that, and it took us, it seems to be quite a while to really get into the game.
Again, both halves were pretty similar, really. They kept the ball for long periods of time. The middle 20 of the first half, I think, and large periods of the second half, they just managed to retain the ball. They went deep, and then went in the ruck situation. We were in the poach position quite often, but didn't get any joy as regards making them release the ball.
We had several opportunities to press on, and we went in front, but we didn't build on that.
Yeah, we had that. We had, 10 points or so around 5 minutes into the second half in front, and we didn't build on that. And obviously, the pressure that we're going to have to build on size, we're going to have to look at that particular area of our game to make sure that once we do press ahead, that we go for the juggler.
And then they were down to 14, and we really, I suppose, could have closed and should have closed it out.
Yeah, we did. Again, we pressed well, but once we got inside their half, there was a lot of fairly static rucks, let's put it that way, and we'd probably just have to get more ruthless in those positions just to clear outsides no matter what they do.
There was a lot of talk before this game about the World Cup encounter between the sides and what lessons we have learned. Did we learn our lessons from Wellington?
Well, obviously we've lost both games. There was some areas that when we did have the ball, we learned it from Wellington, but it was a completely different game to Wellington, in that in this game they had the lion's share of possession. In the Wellington game, which is looking back, which is pretty pointless, but for 15 minutes we had the ball, and when we had the ball this time, we had learned our lesson from them.
Well, if we can look forward then, this is obviously not the start you wanted. It deflates everything, I suppose. How do you pick it up now as you go to this very difficult trip to Paris in just 6 days' time?
Well, that's life, isn't it? It's like everything else in life. You just work your way through it, see what we can learn from it, and improve as a side.
Will you make lots of changes selection-wise?
No, we'll take a good look at it. Like these things, you have to, the emotion that's flowing around now after a defeat like that, if you make any instant decisions. So now is the time to take a good look at the videos over the next 24 hours and see what we have. We had our next team out against Saxons 8 days ago, and let's see everybody's in the mix, so let's see what we do.